Tired of the same old radio talk show? There is an alternative. This is Gonzo Radio. Good evening, and welcome back to another episode of the Gonzo Radio Show. It's I don't know, the overhead light. Maybe we should turn the overhead light on. How's my lighting? How am I looking?
You look flat.
I look flat. Look, fuck you. Hang on one second. Excuse me 1 minute. What are you talking about?
That's flat lighting. You want more?
All right, I look okay. I look like Uncle
complexion?
Fester. I look like Uncle Fester with a mustache, a goatee. I'm being very particular tonight. Welcome to the Gonzo Radio Show. I'm Big Daddy Gonzo. Can I get my banner? Can I get it right here? Like right here?
Don't put it at the bottom next time.
What pressure? No, I'll put it wherever I want to put it. You have to beat them sometimes. And I am being joined immediately by our guest tonight, Mr. Anthony Terzo.
Yes,
Anthony
sir.
Terzo. Should I call you Tony or just Anthony Terzo?
How about just Ant?
Ant.
Or Antony.
Antony.
I never found myself as a Tony.
No.
No.
No. Yeah. It's
Toni, Tony.
Yeah. It seems it's like you're really shortening it a little bit. Like Anthony. No. Tony. No. Antony.
Just Ant. You know.
Yeah, well, we call you all kinds of things, but yeah, not to your face. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. It's awesome to be here.
Loved having you, of course. And he's a witness. I did a set, and I did a pretty good set too. It was all right. It was okay. It felt good. But yeah, well, I mean, you went on after me and did a callback on me. I was like,
Of course.
I'm thrilled. That was more of a thrill, okay, than going up there and spitting out this set that was filed in my head and came out like that. I mean, I tried to, put me into it, but
Right.
It really did come out rote. And I mean, if I stuck with it and kept going and kept doing it, I would have been better, but it came out rote. Some of my personality came out, but when I came out, I was like, oh my God, he was actually paying attention to what the fuck I was saying.
Absolutely. Come on.
I was so honored.
We're here
but
for you.
yeah, and I've always said, I'm gonna get that guy on the show. But you've been a busy guy. You've been working with the improv. You've been opening for this guy and that guy and this lady and this, and you're kind of like the go-to guy now. You're the it guy.
Man, I humbly say. Not yet.
Not yet. I
mean,
look at him being humble. He's being humble.
It's just, I don't know, man. I try to be humble with all these opportunities.
Sure.
Man. I just want to take one at a time and like just take my opportunity and crush it. You know?
Sure. Listen, man. The worst thing when you have doors open for you is to have a head too fucking big to get through it.
It'll cap you every time, man.
Yeah, every time. And trust me, I'm a tall dude with a huge head. I've hit a door jam. Some of them door jams are short.
I don't have that.
But yeah, I mean, because like I'm joking about my set, and it's like, yeah, I was just happy to get through it without fucking it up.
Yeah.
And I was in front of a bunch of friends, industry friends, some industry enemies, and I just wanted to get through it without fucking it up. And you guys are now starting to really put on really super heavy duty pro shows.
Yeah,
I mean, because that's how you end up at the improv. You end up being requested.
Yeah, exactly. It's at first one was one opportunity when I was able to like host for the open mic, like the new faces.
Right.
And I just knew like this is the time, if I'm ever going to do any of these pro shows over the weekend, this is the time to like really put it all out there and put your best set out there, because this is when you're going to be seen. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You only have a couple of those odds and those chances, and I try to capitalize when I get them. That's all. So
Sure,
we got a lot more work to do, but we're just taking them all humbly. And we're looking forward humbly and looking forward to anyone we get in the future. We're waiting to hear back on Theo Vaughn this weekend.
Very nice.
But it's all up in the air. It's they're asking and they're waiting, so hopefully they choose me. We'll see.
I know that I have a roast that I want to do, and I know that I want you to at least be on the dais. Bobby Mack, I think, is going to be the roast master. You remember Bobby Mack?
Why is that?
Mack. From a while back. I'll explain later, but
show me his face.
I'm going to want you on the dais.
Okay.
Most definitely, because I mean, hey, listen, if Mike Panzica says you're all right, you're all right.
Yeah, there you go. See, if Panzica co-signs me.
You got the Panzica seal of approval, you're all right.
We just worked the Panzica at the
right.
DFW. That was fun.
So how long you been at this?
So technically 4 years, but the first year was just nervously going into any just like the new faces shows at the Improv or any crowd, whether it's a big enough crowd, you know what I mean?
Right.
The first year I would be terrified to do any type of small bar open mic. So 4 years since I've started, 3 years since I've been really, hitting it a lot harder. So
smaller clubs and little open mic things, they made you nervous?
In the beginning, man, I couldn't it was the larger crowds that made me more comfortable, and the smaller crowds that made me really nervous. I don't know. I just feel like it's easier to make a larger crowd laugh. That was always my approach. Obviously, it sounds like the exact opposite, Yeah. Like it'd be better with just a couple people in the crowd, and that's a good way to work out your stuff. But that always frightened the hell out of me, man, because I was always like, if I go up there and I don't get any laughs, it's going to kill me. But now that I've been doing it longer, it doesn't matter. So.
You're up there in front of 11 people. You can hear somebody say, oh, allergies, huh?
Yeah.
Jesus,
Exactly. Football's on. It's just...
Yeah, and you can hear the football game.
Yeah.
And
you don't stand a chance.
Yeah.
I don't stand a chance.
You're working an oil painting. But I know about the big crowd thing when I used to wrestle. I've wrestled in front of 30 people, and it's like and everybody, it's all eyes are on you.
Yeah.
And you can, like I said, you can hear people sniff. You can hear somebody fart in the third row. But you get in front of 3,000 people. And you're just like, angry mob. You can turn them into an angry mob like that.
Exactly. That's how I always saw it. Like I just feel like,
or laughing mob.
Yeah, in our terms. I always wondered, are we gonna be able to talk about your wrestling career during my time here?
No, there wasn't much to it.
I don't know. I always saw pictures. I was like, because I loved the WWE growing up. So
I'm what you would call a job guy in the indies.
Job guy
in the indies. Yes, a big imposing bald dude that
destruction
can beat you up for 6 minutes. You make a miracle comeback and beat me 1, 2, 3, roll out of the ring, and then I rage around the ring and kicking the ropes and chasing the referee around and being pissed off. And
you're definitely the heel.
I would love being the heel. Oh my God,
I can imagine.
Oh God,
I can imagine.
Hey, you were doing your job and you did your job well if when you're getting pinned, you hear the crowd chanting the count.
Okay, that means they really want you to lose.
They really wanted you to fucking lose. They fucking hate you, and it is the best thing that happened that day that you lost that wrestling match. Yeah,
it was like you're getting pinned and you're just smiling because you're like, you know what, I really did my job tonight. Like
it's like, yay! What do you know? It got over. I thought I sucked, but I tried to stay real humble at that too, and that's a business that can make you humble quick.
I'm sure
on a physical level.
I can only imagine.
On a physical level.
Well, it's fake, man. It's fake. Like, you guys aren't touching each other
at all.
Tom Cruise, all the shit he does is fake too. Like, you know that, right? Okay.
Yeah, he's. I'm telling you right now, that dude's got a death wish. He's got a death wish.
Does he do his own stunts?
It's like, I make 30 million. Right? Yeah. I make 30 million a movie, and I want to do that, son. No, it involves hanging hooked off the side of a plane.
Way.
Outside the plane, all you're going to have is a safety harness. Oh, I'm going to have a safety harness. I can do it barehanded. No, you just because the Scientologists think you're a god, you're not a god.
True.
You're a 5'4" actor. Okay, actor, Mr. Intensity, Mr. Action. But
it's what sells, Gonzo. It's what sells, man. He's worth. I mean, you said he's worth like 30 million. I mean, he's
30 million a movie.
He's up there, man. And it says something about you, who you are, when you're making 30 million a year, and you're still like, no, I want to do my own stunts. Like, you must really love it.
Well, he's got to have a piece of that Mission Impossible franchise because he just keeps farting them out.
Oh Jesus, I know. I still don't watch any of them, but
he keeps farting them out. Well, that's because that's his money now.
Oh, okay.
That in the church. They're going to deify him. They want to make him a god. They don't make saints like Catholics. Like normal Catholics, what's wrong with you? But they're going to make him a god. I guess unto Xenu.
Not if Leah Remini's there to stop it.
Right, exactly.
she's gonna
Okay, well, let me hit you with something quick. Game of Thrones. You're not a Game of Thrones guy.
I'm not.
You're not.
A lot of people probably just turned our podcast off. They're like, fuck this guy.
No, yeah, they're afraid of spoilers is what they are.
Yeah, no, I don't know
really
anything, so
afraid.
you will hear nothing from me. Nothing from me.
Wait, but you know a thing.
Oh, I do know one thing. Yes.
You do. You know a thing. Because all I did was I asked you before the show while we're chatting. I asked you. I said, "Are you into Game of Thrones?" And you were like, "No, I don't watch it." I'm like, "Oh, you're one of those people." He goes, "Yeah. The only thing I know is, and it's kind of a spoiler, but I can honestly that chick gets laid."
Yeah, that's the only thing I knew.
That chick gets laid. I automatically knew what he was talking about because it's,
of course you did.
You know, it's one of the iconic characters. It's one of the characters everybody loves.
Well, it's like that secret finally gets unveiled. You know what I mean? Like, what was behind that this whole time?
It was body double.
Oh,
it was body double.
Damn. See, now I just went from like maybe I'll binge watch the show.
It was like side boob with a little bit of nipple.
Oh, I thought like
it was side butt with a little bit of crack.
Usually those like medieval things go really hard with like the the sex scenes. So I thought I was expecting something crazy. HBO, I don't know.
Well, the first episode in the new season,
already a spoiler.
They had the guy has 3 whores, and they're all talking about dragons, and he was a guy who shot a dragon. And he's like, "Can we just stop talking about the fucking dragon and get down to it?" And the girls are all like, "Woo woo, clothes off." Girls like, "Da, da, da, ha 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 ha." And I was like, I fucking love this show.
Oh, you loved it. All right. So
foreplay. Foreplay. There's 4 of us. We're playing. We're good for that. So now that I'm done clowning around, right?
Yeah,
we're having a good time here, though.
This is fun.
But Game of Thrones is they shot for the fences last night. I'll say that. They shot for the fences last night. As far as the writing of the show, they shot for the fences. So there. Happy?
Like they were trying to.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm trying not to say too much,
Right.
talk too much about it, because it is a matter of people log off. Like it's like no, la 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 la. It's like, calm down. But watch it, because I'm going to start talking about it. So we were going to do the 7 deadly questions, but I'm going to skip that. We're going to have you participate in this. Fire up the RUFKM.
Are you fucking kidding me?
RUFKM?
Are you fucking kidding me?
All right. I have the glasses back on. I still have to. Grandpa needs his readers.
I like when you have those.
But this RUFKM is a blast from not so recent past. It was a little while ago, but you remember the Trayvon Martin kill? You remember that schmuck George Zimmerman?
Of course.
Well, George got kicked off of Tinder.
Really?
Yeah. The official press release goes like this: George Zimmerman, the man who was acquitted of killing unarmed 17-year-old Trayvon Martin back in 2012, has been banned from Tinder after he was caught trying to swipe under a fake name. Fake
George
name.
Zimmerman of him.
Yeah, he was trying. He created the name Carter, and he billed himself as a consultant, self-employed. Putz. And it wrote. Can you get the? He's got his little bio on there. Yeah, there's a little thingy there with him with his bio. It says, "I'm looking for carefree fun. Carefree, but only insofar as there aren't any other people around. He prefers solitary activities like hiking and camping, specifically in places where it's just you and him and no witnesses. Yeah." He's really not into huge crowds. Fewer people around, the less likely he'll find himself involved in another shooting. You understand. It's all part of his profile. Yeah, and future partners may specifically want to keep in mind that the many, many domestic incidents in which Mr. Zimmerman was involved, this schmuck tried to find women on Tinder.
So the first thing I got out of that was... did he say his name? He went with Carter?
Carter.
At least do something that's maybe like you look. It's hard to. He doesn't look like a Carter.
He goes from a George, and he looks like a fucking George.
He does.
He goes from George to Carter.
That means it's always what he wanted to be called. He loves the name Carter.
God, this guy, and you remember after the Martin trial and he got off, it was like 4 months later, he's in trouble with the law again.
Yeah.
And then 3 months later, he gets into a road rage incident where fucking a guy pulls a gun on him. It's like, you don't get it. You got lucky. You got away with one.
Right.
Hide.
Yes.
Take whatever little novelty money that you can make and hide. But nobody even wanted to touch you. Nobody even wanted to pay for your story. Nobody gives a shit. You got away with murder.
Yeah.
For being a schmuck who thought he was playing guardian angel. He thought he was going to be an armed a community activist, I think it was, or community watch.
Ugh.
He's the dude that with the little sombrero in the picture.
Yeah, I guess, right? He's on guard. Well, now he's off guard. Now you're off Tinder because, you know, you deserve to die alone, you piece of shit. See,
maybe he'll finally get it. Maybe he can, like, all right, maybe I should just hide now. Maybe that'll do it. Maybe that'll do it.
I mean, if he was in prison now, he wouldn't be lonely.
It's true. And he can go by Carter if he wants.
Then he can really go by Carter.
They would love to call you Carter in prison.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, why don't we fire up a break where you lead with a little bit of your stand-up, and we will come back. I don't know. Maybe we'll go over the 7 deadly questions. I haven't sent them to you in advance, but
I'm in no rush.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break here, and we'll be right back with the. He wants some 7 deadly questions. The Gonzo Radio Show.
It is a treasure and a treat to welcome you all to my home and on my day, my favorite day of the year, when all is lavender and dew, reborn and restored. When we
Hello, Shannon. Hey. Do I know you? Yes, you do.
I think it's important for us all to remember what this day is really, truly about, which is, oh, for Christ's sake. Praise the Lord. Please help yourself and those less fortunate to the buffet. I got plenty of honey ham. But for those of you who do not take the pork, there is a beautiful...
That's Easter. Because people believe in Easter.
Believing is seeing. Gods are real if you believe in them. Gonzo Radio.
Can't you see I'm busy? I'm messaging people. I'm doing things here. Welcome back to the Gonzo Radio Show. Yeah, I'm being rude as shit. I'm on my instant messenger. I'm talking to people. I'm moving stuff around. I may dip over to the chat room. For those of you who might be in the chat room, our chat room monitor, our normal administrator for the chat room, is I'm very tempted to download the picture she sent me when I at the start of the show. I was like, status? Because I knew she was going to be a little late. Lisa. We should have a close-up of the empty chair with no Lisa in it. Hi, Pete. Yeah, she's doing her dog walking thing, and business is good. Hey,
can't complain. Business is good.
Dog's got to poop.
Always.
Dogs got to poop all the time.
Every day.
So, I can't help on her again. But you know what?
Kira says hi.
Hi, Kira.
Hi, Kira.
I don't have any copy for the feature Foster either, so we'll just save it for next week. Because we're working on Gonzo time, I guess. Wow, you're really late. If I paid you, I would dock you. Whichever. So, Anthony, you having a good time so far?
I'm having an awesome time.
You having an awesome time?
Yes.
Are we at least a fun podcast?
Of course. I knew that coming into this.
Well, you're sitting over there throwing me setups too, and you're like, "Hey, why don't you talk about your wrestling guy?" I'm like, "No, I really don't want to talk about that."
I don't know. It's something I wanted to know.
It's part
selfish.
really fun and part really embarrassing.
Yeah.
And part really frustrating and part like, it was fun.
We don't want to dive into that box. All right.
There's pictures. I'm not going to deny the pictures.
I just saw that stare in your eye. I don't want
yeah, it's like,
yeah.
What are you talking about? What are we going to talk about you and ballet? Huh? Is that what we're going to do? Huh? Yo, huh?
Kicking me under the table?
Yeah, it's a good thing the table's like 6 feet away, too. It's like,
thank God.
So, you've had a chance to peruse the 7 deadly questions.
I did. I just bruised through them just ever so slightly.
Ever so slightly?
I like that word, bruise. Okay,
and perused them. Peruse. Well, they take a bit of perusal.
It's good
vocab. And, I just got a message in from Lisa. She's locking them down and shooting up 10th to Sawgrass to you ASAP. Don't kill anybody. Old people, whatever. She's going to come running in here at the end of this segment. Like, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Good for you. And then we're going to go to a break, and we'll be back with a Foster feature right after this. It's going to be like, what? Hi. Oh, Anthony, Lisa, Anthony. We'll just get to that part right now.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. It's like this breaking news.
Hey, Lisa.
Yeah.
Hey, Lisa.
You'll love her when you meet her, eventually. Hopefully. All right, well, then let's get to the 7 deadly questions.
Let's do them.
A little something that I came up with, and the Idaho Jew turned into a twisted questionnaire. Number 1, lust. If you could sleep with anyone in the world, celebrity or not, man or woman, living or dead, who would it be?
I wanted to get clever here, but because there's a lot. Do you know what I mean? But I'm going to be really basic and say Kourtney Kardashian.
Kourtney Kardashian.
Is that we just lose people from that? I don't know. I always liked her. I feel like she's just the one that didn't use too much work, so I respect her.
the natural Kardashian.
Yeah, the more natural one. I think. I don't know if she's 100% or not.
The most natural one. How about that?
I like that about her.
the least augmented.
It says a lot about a woman.
Yes, yes, it does. Says the guy who works with strippers all the time. Yeah, it does. It really does. All right, number 2. This one's right up my alley. Gluttony.
Yeah, baby.
What is your all-time favorite pig-out food?
I love steak. Steak and like mashed potatoes, like a baked potato, is something I could probably eat every single day. Oh man, I'm a carnivore, man. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, just the way. Yeah, I mean, if we can eat with our hands, I literally would love to pick up a steak and just like eat it with my hands. There's something about it. I don't know. I'm disgusting when it comes to steak. Whole different person.
When I used to drink a lot, that happened every once in a while.
I'll pick it up and just.
I dropped my fork. That's okay. I'm good.
That's why I love pizza.
Huh?
That's why I love pizza.
Yeah.
Because you're able to do that.
Yeah. And even if you've got it dripping down your arm, you're like, it's pizza.
It's pizza. Like, relax.
Take a shower later.
Yeah, exactly. It's pizza.
I'm going to get any on my shirt or anything like that. So.
Yeah, like me.
It's an Italian magnetism. It's the way it happens. Every time I wear a white shirt, something gets on it.
So corny. I was trying to hide it, but now you know what? I don't even care. You know, here it is.
Wear it with pride.
Yeah, wear that grease with pride.
Means you've been working.
It's pizza. Relax.
Means you've been working. You're a man and you have a job and you've been working. So there. All right.
Oh, man.
Greed. Some people collect cards. Some people collect people. Weirdos.
Yeah. I'd say.
What is your one must-have thing?
You know, I'm not a must-have thing. I used to collect basketball cards. I used to be really a nerd with like just basketball cards, jersey cards, and
they're back. They're back now.
Are they coming back up?
Oh yeah.
I've kept mine actually. I've kept them in a box.
Oh, very good.
Just sat them there. I figured they come. It always comes back around.
They're coming back.
So
the guy you got to worry about, the guy you got to watch is Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary V. Mm-hmm. He is getting into sports trading cards and the new style of sports trading cards with the real, like, you know, with like the 3D and all of that shit, real embossed and everything like that. Oh, yeah. He's snapping them up left and right. He's creating a new market for them. So
I like that. I will give me that name later. I'm gonna write it down.
Okay.
Because you know what? It's so easy to throw them all out when they're like worth nothing. But then, you know, you should keep them when they're worth nothing because they're worth nothing right now anyway. So you might as well wait to see if they ever become something.
Sure. Yeah, my friend Russ used to have a monster football, some baseball, some basketball, but mainly football, Hall of Fame football card collection.
Oh, people get crazy.
Had to liquidate it, but it was a substantial liquidation.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did well. It was a good investment for him. It really was. But if he had them now, he could probably retire from his job. Yes. But yeah, it's crazy because the market is back for him now. It's like, you know, it gets really unpopular and then, you know, popularity falls off. But
it comes back.
They're getting back into tangible things that you can touch.
Yeah.
Because everything's on this electronic media.
It's true.
And now people are getting back to. That's why comic books are starting to make a sale. Because you want to have the comic book in your hand.
Exactly. Everyone could see it online, but now you want that.
Right.
And it'll probably drop again.
Well, what did Stan Lee say? Stan Lee said, you know what? Women are beautiful on the internet too, but you want to hold one in your hand. Same thing goes for comic books.
It's true.
You want to hold one in your hand.
It's different when you
smell
own it. Yeah.
You know,
just like the lady.
Yeah. Well, it's like, that's new comic book night. Immediately go into the Darth Vader voice. All right, here we go. Number 4, sloth. Lazy much?
Yeah.
What is the one thing that you love to try to get out of?
The one thing you try to get out of doing?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. I wish I had more time for this. I'm trying to get out of not going to the gym.
Trying to get out of not going to the gym?
I feel like I should be able to go more, and it's not working. I'm too lazy right now, man. Like, I'm just really you know, when you work in a bar and you do comedy at night.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And all of a sudden you're getting busy or whatever because it's all peaks and valleys. But then when you have no day shifts, and then now all of a sudden you are only working 15 minutes a day at a mic.
Right.
And then you're done. You know what I mean?
Right. And you get an adrenaline spike just going on stage anyway.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know, man. I just feel like I need to do more with my time right now because I find myself dwelling a lot when I only have to work. That like I have a show tonight. You know what I mean?
You know, that's shit supervillains say before they become, you know, these, you know, international. They put them on the terrorist list. Watch out. The Unabomber, didn't he used to say that before? I got to do something more with my time.
It's true. I'm looking around like Jesus, man.
I will tell you this. I will give you a piece of advice. Make a modest schedule and stick with that.
See,
make a modest schedule.
That's
3 days.
I need a schedule. I need a
3 days. Go Monday, Wednesday,
Friday.
Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You make that schedule. You stick to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 o'clock, and stick to it for a half hour, however you want to get. Just make sure that you are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You are there at 1 o'clock. So anybody says, "Hey, you want to go out to lunch?" Yeah. Can we go out at 11:45? I got to eat before I go to the gym.
Yeah, at 1.
You know, I'm going to the gym at 1.
Yeah.
Oh, well, but 1. No, I go to the gym at 1. Okay, we'll have lunch tomorrow. I've had to tell people
That's
all
true.
the time.
I had to tell people no too.
Oh well.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I don't really care.
Peter said you could push your car home after the gig.
Yeah, right.
See, that's something. See, that's smart. That's why I need people like that around. You know?
That's Lisa's husband, by the way.
Oh, perfect.
Pete. Yeah, well, no, I've known him longer than I've known her. I've known him for, 38 years.
I feel like these answers are too honest, but I didn't have a lot of time.
Well, they're supposed to be honest.
I don't know. I just feel like I can do better than like, oh, I don't go to the gym anymore.
Now you're roasting yourself. Okay, I like self-deprecation though. That's good.
It's good. Go ahead.
Okay, this should be easy.
Okay.
Wrath. Who is it that you just love to punch in the face?
This is what I mean. This is one I would love to think about.
Oh, there's a list then. There's a list.
We all have a list.
If you have to think about it, there's a list.
We all have a fucking list.
All right, start spitting names.
Some are longer.
I'm going to give you
others.
5. Good, start spitting names.
So, all right, so 5. Now making me think. Punch in the face. I would like to punch Chris Jericho in the face. So that's a little WWE action. I would like to punch Dave Gettleman for my sports fans. I would like to punch Bob Saget. I would like to punch. Let's punch my mom one time.
Just one time.
Just one time, real
right
good.
Right in the mouth.
Right? No, I wouldn't. Not the face. Just
one
of those like arm, little like. You know?
Off the arm. Oh, okay.
And my girlfriend.
And your girlfriend.
Yes.
Oh, a little domestic violence on both ends.
It's also one of those arm ones, you know. Sorry, man. The mom is domestic too, so that's 2 domestic violences, and this is why I don't come on pot. You know, I don't know. I'm letting out my secrets.
Well, you're gonna find out if they're watching tonight.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get a text in a minute, and that's how I'll know.
Like, really, you want to punch me, huh? Wait till you get home. Oh man. Oh wait, there's one more. Yep.
There's 7. There was only 5.
Actually, there's 2 more. Okay, number 6, envy. Well, the phone went out. I have it on power save. If you could trade places with anyone in the world, even for a moment, who would it be?
If I had to trade places with anyone in the world, who would it be? Gonzo, I don't know, man. Is this coming off as selfish that I can't think of anyone else that I'd like to trade with besides myself? Like I got it all?
Because being Anthony Terzo is that fucking good right now.
And it's not.
It's good to be you. Just say it. Fuck it. It's good to be me.
Whoever's going to put me on in this world is going to get me to the next level. I want to be them for that moment just so I can.
Okay.
Can like, hey, man, I only have a minute to do this. Let's get Anthony on board, and then I can come back to me. Just so I have some answers, you know? I wish I had these questions.
Too deep for you? Too deep?
One more bowl pack. We'll get there.
Yep. Yeah, there we go. All right, number 7. And finally, pride. And you're a humble dude, too, so you got to watch out for this one. What is the one thing you've done or accomplished that you wish everyone knew about?
So this is something that no one knows that I've done? Am I understanding that correctly?
Besides squeezing out a 5-footer without a break.
Oh, that's awesome.
It went in a total swirl. You could have made the emoji picture out of it. But
amazing.
Besides that.
Okay. You know, one time I was on the basketball court, and I'm just playing for fun, and I threw the ball behind my head, and I made it, and nobody looked, and nobody saw it.
You heard it go in. You saw it go in.
I saw it go in. I turned around and saw it. And it was just one of those moments, we've all had them, when like you accomplish something right in front of everybody, but for whatever reason,
you turn around and you go.
Nobody's there to see it. It's
no.
Just, and now it doesn't happen. Now it never happened. Oh. It never happened.
It did happen because you saw it.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, it happened to me. But how long? You know, like if we're only there to vouch for it,
and all they see is Anthony's crazy ass going, no,
yeah,
no. What, Anthony? What? No, you didn't see that. The thing.
It's like if the tree falls in the forest.
Yeah.
To see it, did it fall?
Yeah, it's true. Like, and did it?
Oh.
See, no one still knows the answer to that, and that's why no one even knows the answer to this day if I made that shot or not. If I'm talking about comedy, it'd be cool that I'm in with the improv. You know, I feel like that's really cool too. You know, I feel like that's gonna get me to my next step if it's there.
It's next level shit.
It is.
It's next level shit. I mean,
you know what I mean?
You can be proud of that. You can be happy
I am proud
with
of that. I am proud of that.
Okay, then.
I am proud of that. It's I'm just getting in though, so I don't want to be too proud. You know what I mean? I still got a lot of work to do. Feel me?
Sure.
Feel me, Gonzo?
Yes, I'm feeling you.
Good.
Okay.
Catching what I'm throwing.
Catching what I'm.
Picking up what I'm putting down.
Yes, I certainly am, actually. All right, well, I'm going to check on the status of our wayward crazy dog lady.
Thank you, Peter, for the advice. I'm going to try to push my car.
Yeah, right?
It helps if it's on neutral, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Always. We're going to take a quick break and check on Lisa, and we'll be right back after this.
Lisa! We're going to break.
I don't know. Where is your break?
I'm looking for it. Found it.
Excuse me. Let me find his break.
It is a treasure and a treat to welcome you all to my home and on my day. My favorite.
Where my servers at? Anyone got a server? Currently a server? I figure everybody's bitches won't work, and I am too, so I can say that shit. So relax. Listen, there's a few things. Listen, you're either one of these people, and if you are, please try to cut it down a little bit. Me and my team, we clarified as one of them as we got the clapper. So you got the one guy. Hey, dude, over here. Hey, over here. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm on the other end. Like, yeah, okay. And I walk around another. And just know, every other waiter since you did that now knows what kind of dick you are. Because I'm going back to like with my tray. Oh my God, I got to table 31. Is it ass? Shit, man. We got the waiver, the wait down. Usually typical in women. Excuse me. And walk around the other way, like, the same exact thing.
Yo, what's good? This is High Noon coming at you from Tattoo Nightmares Miami on Spike TV, Oxygen Inc., South Beach. I'm over here with the crew from Gonzo Radio, and you're watching... Wait. You're watching?
It's a thing.
All right.
Radio. What?
You're up.
I'm up. Hi, I'm back. Hey, welcome back to the Gonzo Radio Show. Yeah, you have to mention something political and divert my attention right before you click the fucking camera on me. I'm like, what? What were you talking about? What?
I'm talking about drunken Nixon and launching a nuke.
Oh. No, there will be no drunken nuke launching. Thank you. Who is this guy? Friend of yours?
Just met him. Good guy, though.
Well, I was totally rude at the end of the last segment and saying goodbye or like thanking you for being here, and we were going to move on to the next segment without actually asking you to go ahead and plug some of your shows, some of your projects.
Oh, sweet.
Whore it out.
So Monday, May 6th, it's 2 from now, we're going to be putting a show on. Me and Nadeem Awad are doing a show at Tin Roof in Delray Beach on the Ave there. It's going to be our second show there. It's a late night Monday night, so if you got nothing to do, it's going to be fun. We have a great lineup with Ramon Garcia headlining and Chris Priester featuring. Hopefully have shows this weekend. Waiting to hear back.
Crazy Dog Ladies. Yes. Hang on. We're talking. He's whoring his stuff out. So you just go ahead and set up. Woo. All right. So
whoring stuff out.
Yeah.
Hopefully we hear back. I'll know if I'm at the Improv this weekend. Still waiting to hear back from that. What else we got?
Wait. Are you waiting for Renee to call?
No, not to call. There's
the agent.
The manager for him wants to see a couple different hosts' sets, and they want to be able to make the call on who's doing it. So
who better than you?
That's what I'm saying.
What's the matter with you?
What's the matter with these people,
This is
man?
Anthony Terzo.
If you don't know, now you know.
See, I opened for him.
Not here, though.
Not here.
Not here. There you go.
But go ahead. What else you got? Exactly.
Oh, man. May's not too busy right now. Otherwise, I'm leaving for New York City at the end of the month to do some comedy up there.
That's what I wanted to know about you. You said you were traveling.
Yeah, we're going to go to New York City, do a couple shows up there. I have buddies that live in the city, so it's a cheap trip to go up there and, stay at one of their houses. It doesn't cost a lot, and I can get a lot of shows in, I like to see.
They still got the comedy store, like the basement comedy store there?
They have a couple of them. Like, they have, Greenwich Village is literally a basement. You know what I mean? Like, Greenwich Village Comedy Club. So, I like to see where my stuff is at in the city. You know what I mean? I like to see where my material is at outside of Florida.
Oh, right.
And seeing where we're at with their eyes, because I know they're going to critique it more than anyone, so. Right,
and they'll have a little different slant. They'll have a little different perspective, so.
Exactly, and I feel like that's one of the things of being great at comedy is being able to see from other people's perspectives. So you're always telling your set from their angle, because you just know what their angle is.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
that's getting your crowd.
That's it.
And that could be
so important.
That could be geographic. Mm-hmm. Could be cultural.
Yeah, I think. I mean, one of the things in comedy is I feel like that first couple of minutes, if you come off as likable, and they like you,
right,
that they're gonna want to laugh for you.
Right.
You know what I mean, and laugh with you.
Even if you suck.
Exactly.
I'm living proof. I sucked, and they laughed anyway.
But they love you because, we love this guy. We're not gonna let him sit up there and fail. You know what I mean? We'll laugh even if it doesn't worth one. But it usually does. It's worthy. It's worthy. When they laugh, it's worthy. They don't feel bad.
It works.
It does.
But
So yeah, that's just what I got. A couple of things we got. Hopefully this weekend, and then we got May 6th in 2 weeks. On Monday we have Tin Roof coming out. Free show.
Free show.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, and of course, we can probably come after I'm done doing this.
Yeah.
Because it's a Monday night.
It's true.
So I got to get out to Jackie's mic too. I got to get out and see that too.
Yeah, we're doing it the first Monday of every month moving forward. So.
Oh, even better. Gives me something to do after I do this. That's awesome.
I left that out. Sorry.
Yeah, that's not that today is a busy day or anything like that. But, it's all right. All right. Well, I guess introductions are in order.
Yes. Hi, Lisa.
Lisa.
Hi.
Anthony, Lisa.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I gotta raise my chair up a little bit.
Anthony, you might want to scooch over a little bit. You were pretty good in it. How are we doing with that? How's it with the picture?
Keep coming, Lisa.
Try not to knock over the table.
Oh, wait.
Thank you.
Hang on a second. Let me get my gear off here. I gotta get
Fanny pack. Utility belt.
Heavy duty fanny pack.
My purple shirt.
Purple everything.
Extreme. Anybody out there watching the show catch my little Facebook Live there that I did when I was out there?
Nobody reported it in.
Oh, okay. I did.
Okay, well, Lisa, Anthony, Lisa, you see you guys have met now finally.
Very nice to meet you. I'm usually not this late. I don't want to say I'm not usually late because I'm usually late, but I'm usually not this late. I was working.
Can you just scoot in a little bit more?
More in. I'm sorry. It's these stupid arms. I'm going to turn my chair. I'm going to sit
on the table.
Side saddle? A lady.
Like a lady?
Is that better?
Yes.
All right, then.
Yeah. Hi.
If I sit side saddle, it shows I'm a lady of quality.
I'm just going to get you a different chair.
Just take the arms off of these. We talk about this every week. And then you live.
Is that possible?
I think it is.
Probably.
These chairs usually have to get put together and usually have to put arms on them. Believe me, I've done it more than once when I used to work at that crappy job of mine. Oh, should I take my headlamp off?
No, leave it on. Turn it on. Hey, let everybody have it. Hey, yeah.
That's what I do. Gotta be safe out there, kids. Safety first.
Her superpower is purple dog walking.
Yes.
Wearing purple and walking dogs.
That's right. I love it when people see me and go, "Is purple your favorite color?" And I go, No, my favorite color is green. Why would you think my favorite color is purple? And they're like, oh, because you have so much purple on. I'm like, I'm being sarcastic.
Cover the catch it.
You didn't get that? The purple hair and the purple hat and the purple shirt and
Just thought it was a uniform.
purple Fitbit and everything.
It's a uniform.
Isn't there a song about that?
I think
About
that's
purple stuff? Flying purple people eater? I don't know, but all I know is I set a pretty good land speed record getting here from that job, by the way.
Oh, okay.
I texted you, not that you saw it because you were busy doing a show.
Silly me.
But I said, ETA 7 minutes, and I want you to know I sent that at 8:35, and I was here sitting down, being quiet off the side here at 8:41. So.
That was impressive.
Good job by you.
That was pretty good. And if I was going to get pulled over, I was going to totally blame it on Jerry Lee Lewis because I was listening in my car to that song Breathless. You know that song? I love that song. You leave me breathless. So that's why I'm like, no. He plays that piano. My foot just goes down. It's a scene.
Yeah.
Anyways, I made it.
Usually it takes like speed metal for me
and
or something like that.
Empty.
But Jerry Lee Lewis, sure, why not?
Hey, Meatloaf, you know.
Exactly.
Meatloaf does it a couple times for me.
Wait, I would do anything for love?
Yeah, man. When they say it for like that 6th time in the row, like that 6th time. Like, I will do. Yeah, it's a gradual acceleration. It's not really just slam the foot.
Wait, is Frank in the chat room? Is Frank here?
I haven't pulled up the chat yet.
I'm
still trying to pull up my
We got Bo
notes.
monitoring the chat too.
I mean, it's full throttle.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
My boy Frankie is like I'm the biggest Meatloaf fan of the world, but he's like the second one.
He's the biggest anything in the world.
I've been to like 7 Meatloaf shows from the Superstar era to playing in a bar.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, from the highest highs down to the lows, and he's awesome. He is. He's an awesome force of rock and roll. But Frankie loves him to death. Frankie loves him. He listens to him all the time. All the Bad Out of Hell too.
Everything. Just loves
in the CD player of his car. Why does he have a CD player? Because he's got Bad Out of Hell too.
I don't know. I got in his car once and he had Nickelback and I almost jumped out the window.
Frank has got real.
Oh, Kira, if you want to get me that purple reflective vest, you can send it to me at Gonzo HQ and I'll get it. I'm a size medium now, not a large. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on the chat. This is cool. Shenanigans. Oh, Corey. Hey, Corey. Corey's in the chat. I told you.
Hi, Corey.
I saw Corey for lunch.
Why didn't you tell me Corey was in the chat?
I didn't see him.
Her.
Sorry.
What's the matter with you?
I said them.
All right, wait. Let's not try to make him do more than his job.
I know. Poor thing. Poor Bo. I'm sorry,
it's okay.
Bo. I got to make those bucks,
sorry.
baby.
Don't call HR.
I told everybody online I was going to be late today because
beyond
duty
the Call
calls.
of Duty, so.
And I mean,
we need to chat.
DOODY.
Excuse me, I'm going to need to see you here in my office.
This one has it on his phone right now. He sent me a Facebook message and he goes, status. So I pull out my phone and the dog is literally circling, getting ready to take a crap. I was like, oh, I'm going to send him my status right now. And I took a picture of the shit coming out of the dog's ass and I sent it to him. I'm like, that's my status.
That's what I was laughing about.
That's my status right now.
If you thought I was laughing about nothing, I was just like, because dogs pooping is the funniest thing in the world.
I know. And then I sent it to Pete, too, because, by the way, my husband, who knew I was leaving to go walk the dogs and then I was going to be here late, is also texting me going, how come you're not on the show? And I'm like, oh, let me send you the same picture. This is why I'm not on the show.
A dog taking a shit in the grass next to a busy highway.
It's not a busy highway. I'm in the development.
I'm saying next to a busy highway or just a busy street and there's lots of people around. It's the perfect combination of embarrassment and not giving a fuck. And I got to take a shit. And they're conscious of the fact that they're taking a shit in front of a bunch of people.
Oh, I know.
But they don't care.
Dude, even my worst enemies don't shit on my grass and look me right in the eye when they do
right when you're doing it, like.
Okay.
Yeah,
like this?
It's for you.
Dude, that's my life.
That's.
I give the dogs the food so that it goes in, and then it comes out. I take it out.
You right here. That's you. Oh, sorry, a little too far.
Yeah, you're involved. You're in. Yeah.
It's just. I'm looking you right in
seem
the
invested
eye.
in it. We were just,
All right. So would you like to get down to the part where the dog isn't pooping in the picture?
Sure, certainly. And I got to tell you, I'm flying by the seat of my pants because I forgot my notes.
Okay. Do you know the dog's name?
I do. Her name is Moya.
Moya.
I know a lot about the dog, but it's basically from memory.
What kind?
And short-term memories.
Okay, well, I saw the picture. She's a mix. What sort of mix of?
She is, well, we don't really know, but she's got that Catahoula leopard dog.
Right.
Okay.
Which are cool dogs.
Yeah. Maybe some sort of lab mixed with that or something like that. Who knows? I mean, how are you supposed to know when we find these dogs the way we find them? So here, I'm grabbing a couple little notes that I have from earlier. So she's about 3 years old, about 46 pounds. Now, we found her, well, we didn't find her. Someone found her and we got her. She was tied up by her neck in a rock pit. So as a result of that and like whatever kind of abuse she saw before that, she has been having she's got PTSD. Poor thing. She doesn't know how to walk on a leash. She doesn't like to walk on a leash, whether it's on a collar or a harness. Well, I think if somebody tied me up, well, I don't know if it was Pete and tied me up. That's another story for another day. But I think if somebody tied you by the neck and left you in the rock pit, you probably wouldn't be a big fan of going on a leash somewhere and probably thinking you're never coming back again or something.
Yeah, I agree.
Right. So it's kind of like she's got some trouble walking on a leash, but Good Karma Pet Rescue not only provides the home and the love and the food and the vetting and all that stuff, they're also providing Moya with some medication for her anxiety and training. Because the idea is we got to get this dog in a good place where she could get adopted.
Doggy Xanax
We
helps.
don't want her to go somewhere and get adopted and then come back because they say, oh, I can't get her. I like to take her to the dog park and she doesn't want to go. Well, we know she doesn't want to go to the dog park because we know she doesn't want to go in the car. So this is not the dog for you. But if you're a kind of person, you have a yard and you're happy with just taking your dog out in the yard, letting him run around, throw a ball, whatever, and then working with her on her leash training. And that's the thing that people have to remember. Fostering, we do as much as we can to try to get these dogs well adjusted and ready for a home. But no matter how well they're adjusted with us, when they get somewhere else, they need time to decompress again and adjust. And they have to have that time. Sometimes it's a short amount of time. Sometimes it's a while.
Don't expect a perfect dog.
Exactly. My dad said to me when we were over there for Easter, by the way, happy Easter to those of you celebrating it, Julian versus Gregorian calendar, Palm Sunday, Easter,
What's the
whatever.
Greek saying? Christo Anesti? Is that what it is?
We don't. Well, we're not going to say. We can't say that because we can't say that till next week.
Oh,
we
next
can say,
week.
Right next week. Right now we can say Kalopaska, which means like have a good Easter. Kalopaska means like have a good Easter.
Okay.
So
Italian, German, Greek husband knows a lot about Greek culture.
Well,
Yeah.
Buona Pasqua.
I'm telling you. Oh, there you go.
Is happy Easter in its
If
anyone
Buona
didn't
Pasqua.
know. Yeah.
So there.
It's Easter Monday. I didn't even know that was even a thing till this year, to be honest. I don't know if that sounds.
it's actually not. So it's the first.
Yeah, but what about what we had?
Monday?
Okay,
What
let's
is
get back
that?
to. Hang on.
Sorry.
I didn't mean to get off track with the Easter. My point
sorry.
was, I
Yeah.
saw my father for Easter. Okay. Gruff but lovable Tony, as we like to call him. So I'm in the kitchen with him. Go figure. And he's saying to me off on the side, away from my mom, so she can't hear. I'm thinking about I want to get a dog. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, what kind of dogs you got there in the rescue? I'm like, what do you mean what kind of dogs we got? We got every kind of dog in the rescue. What do you want? And he goes, okay, here's what I want. I want a dog, that's going to be it's going to be a good dog. And it's going to be nice to everybody. And it's going to walk nice on a leash. And it's going to be potty trained to go outside. And it's going to eat when I tell it to eat and shit when I tell it to shit. And I was like, okay. So I think they sell those at Sharper Image, and I'm not sure if they charge up with a USB
robot dog
or how it works, but that's not a reality. And Corey knows this story because I was already talking to her about this today when I saw her earlier.
It's called a Bluetooth hound.
Yeah. Now, the reason I wanted to talk about Moya today, okay,
Moya,
is because Moya is one of our dogs that it's hard to get her placed. We have a lot of fosters that foster a lot of little dogs, and when I say they foster a lot of little dogs, I mean a lot in one house. So it's a lot easier to foster a bunch of small dogs than a bunch of big dogs, okay? Although we do have people like Melissa and her husband who are like the pit crew. Basically, they have all the pitties and stuff all the time. So they have a lot of big dogs all the time. But that's a different story. People are equipped for that. So then what happens is, this is why I brought up Easter too. I hope nobody bought a bunny for their kid.
Ugh.
Hate that shit.
Yeah. That would
I hate
be bad.
that shit. It's just like Christmas time, okay? People get a puppy at Christmas time. By the next Christmas, they're dropping it off at the shelter. You don't know how many times you see that in rescue, here's the worst part. We see it in rescue legit, okay? We have dogs that get adopted as puppies to homes that seem like they're going to be wonderful homes, and for whatever reason, somebody had a baby, somebody got an allergy, whatever, all the things that people say in their adoption application that they would never do. What would you do if someone in your family had allergies? And the answer they always say is, oh, Claritin. We take allergy medication. Next thing you know, it's like, oh, my kid has allergies, so here comes the dog again. But what happens
Here's your cat.
We get these puppies, okay? Like I talked about Benedict Brunch,
right,
okay, and Mama Brunch. So we have these puppies that get born, and they're little puppies, and we know they're going to be big dogs, and they get adopted out by people who know they're going to be big dogs, but sometimes they end up coming back because big dogs are high energy. Big dogs like to go for a walk. Big dogs have prey drive. So go figure. It's chasing the new cat that you just got, or it's, you know, doing something else. People will say like, oh, the dog is really good. They only have to go out to the bathroom twice a day. Because you're only taking them out to go to the bathroom twice a day. And then they're holding it, okay? That's not ideal. That's what you do, like, you go out of town. You need somebody to come over a couple times a day to take care of your dogs because your dogs feel better at home than they do in someplace else. That's a different story, okay? But to legit have your dogs live with you day in, day out, or like this dog, Moya, who ended up tied to the rock pits by her neck. It's just ridiculous. That's why you have to give these dogs that, I posted this the other day. You have to give these dogs a chance. You have to look for that dog that's in the corner and won't make eye contact with you and is just shaking, or the dog that's barking or growling and doesn't want to be touched. You don't know what that dog's been through. Maybe that dog has never felt somebody give it love or give it attention. And there is nothing better than the feeling that you get when one of these unadoptable or hard to adopt animals decides that you gave them enough time and they love you. And it's the best. You know, Strider's been with me since September.
You're never getting rid of that dog.
Here's what. It's like, hey, what if we let you adopt him for free? And it's like, no. Unless I can get a GoFundMe, I'll adopt him for free if I never have to take him to the vet again or buy him heartworm medication, because that's expensive, and that's the other thing. That's expensive stuff. Be prepared to pay that. I get people complain, $300 to adopt a puppy from you guys? I could get a puppy from the shelter. Good, go get the puppy from the shelter. Spend $75, $80. I don't even know. They're probably expensive at the shelter, too. You spend whatever you spend at the shelter. You bring that dog home. Now you take it to the vet, and you spend $600 at the vet. We've already spent that $600. Then you give us $300 for the dog. You're making out like a bandit.
People don't know. And thank you for educating us.
Yes. Kira, our loyal listener, Kira, she's got cats of her own. She takes Zyrtec every day, she said. Every damn day until she got adjusted. And eventually she doesn't have to take the Zyrtec anymore. Atta girl. Yeah, watching them blossom after rescue is totally worth it, and that's what you're going to see if you take Moya home. That's straight out of Corey's mouth, and she knows her shit.
Okay.
She's on her 95th foster, by the way.
95.
95th. Gavin McPaw. I didn't even get to talk about him. Gavin McPaw came in, gone, adopted. He was already named Bear before his new mom came to meet him.
So we have a little something called the Gonzo Radio Bump. And the dogs and cats that we foster, we show them the foster, and then boom, they're gone like within a week. They're gone. Oh. So it's the Gonzo. Yeah. It's not necessarily one of our viewers, but it's still, hey, boom, they're gone.
Exactly. It's like it's a gooch, but in a good way.
It's a good gooch.
It's a good gooch. Good gooch. Okay. So yeah, I want to start a new movement for a new hashtag. I want to go hashtag get a good karma dog.
Get a good karma dog.
Or just get a good karma. Or get you some good karma. I don't know, something like that. We got to come up with something. Corey, help me out here. Got to think of something again.
Did you drink a Red Bull before you came here?
I didn't, actually. You know me. Oh, you know what? I did have a Diet Coke today.
A little caffeine. She's
That'll
caffeinated.
do it. I did. I had a Diet Coke
caffeinated.
Today. The guy tried to give me a refill, and I was like, no. Corey can attest for me. Corey, did I have a refill on that Diet Coke? You know I didn't, girl. I told him no. So, one soda for me,
still caffeinated.
But I'll tell you, fountain soda.
Boy.
So delicious. Give me that freestyle Coke machine. Oh, man. I could just drink like a gallon of soda if I go to there.
All right. Well, before we send everybody home, before we send Anthony home, before we send everybody home.
I'm glad I made it in time.
Because we ran through everything without you.
It's amazing how quick the show moves along when I'm not here to just go like blah, 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 blah. Here's what I did. Let me talk about my dad. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. But you know what? It's entertaining.
It's entertaining. It's fun.
I'm
but
funny. Let's go for another 40 minutes. What the hell? Come on. Nobody's got anywhere to be. You have an open mic later?
I do.
Everybody comes here and has an open mic later.
Yep.
That's the thing.
It's the truth.
I said, you know what it is? I don't really know if there's open mics going on later. I think it's just you guys' way to get the fuck out of here.
Nah, Mondays.
So you're like, gots to go.
We always have it on Monday, right?
Yeah, that's at Jackie's. Yeah, Jackie's room.
Yeah, Jackie's. Yep, there's Banyan.
Is it backstage? Banyan's, is it?
Banyan and Backstage. That's one in Banyan's in Del Rey, and Backstage is in West Palm. Okeechobee,
Backstage?
Yeah.
Why does that sound familiar? What
It's
are they?
Okeechobee and Congress.
That's why. You know why? That's up by where the old Carefree Theater used to be.
That's exactly where it is.
No. Sorry.
Right by it. Close by.
Carefree Theater's gone. Got torn down.
All right. Would you like to whore out some social media before we go?
Yeah, but of course I don't have any notes. So basically, here's what I'm going to tell you to do.
Social media whorings?
Well, I mean, I just don't know exactly any events going on per se. I do know that the first Friday of every month,
there it is.
We're at Bailey Contemporary Arts.
As always.
As always, 41 First, whatever it's called down there. Anyways, it's right there in the corner. I don't know. I've driven down there so many goddamn times and eaten so much food truck food. It's ridiculous. But it's right in the corner of Dixie and Atlantic. Social media whorings is www.goodkarmapetrescue.org. That's O-R-G, because we are a non-profit. So we don't have any money, so give us your money too. And then you can follow me at Sheldon the Wonder Pup on the Instagrams. You can find me at Critter Sitter Lisa, all one word, on the Facebooks. Also, make sure you like, follow, and look for posts about Strider on Good Karma Pet Rescue of South Florida on the Facebooks.
Right.
And fans of Good Karma on the Facebooks. That's the good one.
Yeah, well,
I'll War Memorial adoption event on the 28th.
Where?
War Memorial. At the War Memorial.
28th of April?
This month.
Okay.
Thanks, Corey.
Good eye.
She's right
good
in
eye.
the chat. Lisa!
Hello,
points.
War Memorial.
Sorry, I wasn't looking.
That's going to be a big one, too, because that's a big
Gonzo's
area
at
over there.
Glory. Wait.
No.
Gonzo is at the Glory Whole Foods Bakery this Saturday. Guess the phrase that pays him win the basket of muffins and reach round.
Excuse me one moment.
Oh my God, I can't with my husband. God bless you, honey. I love you. I'm going to be home soon.
The phrase that pays is pumpernickel. Pumpernickel.
Funny, fun fact.
Fun fact.
You know what pumpernickel means? Pumper and nickel for goblin. Big Bang Theory? No, my dog's name are Sheldon and Amy, by the way.
Okay,
Big Bang Theory fans.
There we go.
Big Bang Theory fans.
It's Big Bang Theory, Game of Thrones, Walking Dead,
all things reality TV.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh my God. Because of RuPaul's Drag Race, every freaking Monday I end up with either another like Demi Lovato or Ariana Grande or Selena Gomez song on my dog walking playlist. Okay?
Because of
every time there's like the lip sync for your life, I was like, oh, what's that song? What's that Demi Lovato song? I got to put that on
Wait. Ariana Grande. Have you heard Bloodline yet? The song Bloodline?
I have not. No one's had to lip sync to it.
Very good. It's very good.
I feel like I've heard that.
I don't know. Once
I hear it, I'll know.
I don't know. I just love that. I just feel like
Coronado
I'm a gay
likes
man trapped in a body
Coronado
of a woman with
likes
big boobies.
Katy Perry. I like Ariana Grande.
You're allowed to, and he's allowed to.
Yes.
I like a high ponytail.
I like a high ponytail too. Anyway, okay. Kevin the Idaho Jew.
We miss you, Kevin.
He's on assignment right now, and that's at Kevin the Idaho Jew. The Idaho Jew at everything. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of it at the Idaho Jew. You do it, he's going to get it. I'm telling you right now, this guy, he did a good job. He locked it up. Who's going after the Idaho Jew thing? I don't know.
No one now.
He's like the Idaho Jew. There was only one Jew from Idaho, and it was him. Not a lot.
Especially in Idaho.
Wait, where are you from again?
Utah.
He's the Utah Jew.
He's not Jewish.
Shh, play along with me. We're making like there's one Jew out there like this. Oh, I'm sorry. You're going to get a bet.
I'm going to get the 20 questions.
Okay. Otherwise, he's going to start getting anti-Semitic email or something from the Jew haters out there, like my dog.
This is why I wanted her there, because she's just gonna start coming with it. You see, when she
Sorry.
said another 40 minutes, she
I
meant
drove
it.
all the way over here, man.
She's looking for trouble too. She's got the smile out. She's like,
I'm just gonna go home and go
Nope.
on Facebook Live for another 40 minutes. Like, what's up, people? Hey, who wants to talk about Game of Thrones from the other night?
I would love to talk about Game of Thrones, but I started to talk with Anthony about it. Anthony knows one thing about it.
What's that?
That chick got laid finally. That's it. That's all he knew. He doesn't know any. He doesn't watch the show.
Mm-hmm.
All he knows is that chick got laid finally.
Yeah.
That was a big miss in that.
Fun fact, she was 11 when she started that show, and now
Yeah,
she's 22.
I know. It's just like.
And the guy that she has sex with in the show, he's known her since she's 11. He was 21 when he met her at 11 years old, right? So he's like, it's kind of gross, but like
She's
he's
19.
like, I don't want to take anything away from her because she's a woman. She's not a child, but it's a little weird.
It's different when you know her as a child.
You know what I'm saying? It's like crazy. Well, look what happened with Woody Allen, so I guess that doesn't hold true for everyone.
Listen, it means
back
something.
to the Jews, huh?
It means something.
I know,
to me.
right? Keep circling back again. It's because Kevin's not here.
Well, no, it means something to me because I've been considered to be a dirty old man because I date women half my age, which I don't do very often anymore. But people have always been like, you need to date women that are more age appropriate. I'm like, I'm immature. What do you want?
You're worsen.
Exactly, I'm worsen. Exactly, I am worsen. I'm worsen. I'm worsen.
So I like those high school girls.
Yeah, I love them.
I get older, they stay the same age.
No, I say college girls.
Oh, okay.
So I like them college girls. I get older, but they stay the same age.
Isn't it like
sometimes in the same grade for several years?
Isn't it half plus 7? Half your age plus 7, then it's not creepy.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, is somebody made a logarithm for that?
Yeah, it's half your age plus 7.
Half your age plus 7. Okay,
Fuck,
so Gonzo,
I've been missing on that a lot.
Do that. I was gonna say, do that math, Gonzo. Is that the new math? Do I have to do that? Is that like core?
What
Is that
if it's
like
an odd number?
She would have to be 33.
She'd have to be 33 in 6 months. It was 33 and
You know what I'm really getting into though? I'm getting into women in their early 40s.
33.
Women in their early 40s, especially women who have they got grown kids. The kids don't live with them. They're out having a good time, having fun. Some people would call them cougars. But
dude, almost every girl you're going to meet out there is going to have a kid now, okay?
Yeah,
Because
I know.
unless you
As
start
long as-
dating 22-year-olds, you're going to meet somebody with a kid out there.
Even the
these days.
22-year-olds have a fucking kid. But no, it's right. And that kid's not as much fun as if you meet a 42-year-old and they've got a grown kid, because a grown kid can go fuck off. Grown kid can go drive him or herself the fuck away.
Right.
Okay, beat it, kid. You're bothering us. But
I don't know. If I ever wanted to play a really mean joke on my husband, I would just tell him that I haven't got my period in a while.
That's just mean.
Actually, you know what? At this point in my life, he would be like, "Oh, that's awesome. So finally you've stopped getting your period." Going through the change. It's been nice and cool in here tonight, though, I have to admit.
It's because of that.
Hey now.
Fancy, huh?
I broke
I got
out
a
the
new air
business credit
conditioner.
card.
I got an air conditioner for the room, so got it cheap too.
So my hot flashes are going to be a lot easier now.
BrandSmart USA.
Yeah. BrandSmart's good for stuff like that.
Well, listen, with BrandSmart USA, it's like every 10 things you buy, you'll buy one thing that you'll have to bring back because you'll be like, what the fuck? They plug it in, it explodes. You'll be like, hey, I just got this. Oh, sorry, that was a bad one. They put it back in the box, they retape it up, and they give you another one. And that one, some poor schmuck down the line gets that one later on.
Exactly. They just keep doing that over and over.
Everyone's, about every 10th time.
They charge you a restocking fee on top of it.
Right? Every 10th time, you get to be the schmuck.
My husband said we're not playing uterus roulette tonight. Never.
All right.
This is all just for fun down here. I don't know nothing about birth and no babies, Miss Scarlett.
Look, Anthony, are you fascinated by the chat room?
I didn't even know.
She's the queen of that shit.
It's cool. It's like rocking. I didn't see it before until she got here. So it's cool that there's people watching and talking. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they talk amongst themselves. They don't even pay attention to the fucking show.
It's a bunch of my girlfriends.
Yeah, fuck this show. They're just talking on the chat. That's all. They have their own chat room, and I just happen to be I'm the noise in the background. I'm just.
Usually we're all in here talking shit about Gonzo since he doesn't have a monitor.
It's like, oh my God, look at Gonzo's goatee. It's so fucked up.
I was waiting for somebody to confirm
my gosh,
in the
you
chat.
look so good. I came over yesterday. I stopped by to see him, and I was like, ooh, you're all short, up nice and smooth. His head was just like satin, and he's looking good. He's looking svelte, looking good there, Slim.
That's right, ladies.
Svelte.
Deborah Emmel loves you.
The 33.
She always loves me.
Do you love him, or do you love him long time, Debbie?
Well, not quite long enough.
Hey,
but it's never long enough. You ever notice it never seems to be long
this
enough?
poor bastard's been trying to leave, and he's sitting on the wrong side. If he'd be on this side, he's close to the door. He could get out of here.
Just bolt right out.
He keeps saying he's looking at the chat. I think he's trying to figure out if he has enough room to sneak out behind my chair or not. Real quick.
We're just chilling.
Trying to distract you, like, hey, what's that over there?
I think this is the time. This is the time right now. Go. Shoot for it.
Really quick while she's not looking. Hey, what's that over there?
All right, well, why don't
Quick,
we
69-cent hamburgers.
Why don't we say our bye-byes? Say our goodbyes to everybody.
Goodbyes to everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. It's nice meeting you all.
Thank you very, very much for watching again. And make sure you check out the various things that are going on besides just the Gonzo Radio Show on the Gonzo Radio Network. You have the Gonzo Radio Sports Desk, which happens at 6 o'clock before tonight's show. You have the Sunday Sesh with Mike Cintron every Sunday at 4:20 p.m., every Sunday afternoon.
How appropriate.
How appropriate and appropriately inappropriate.
Can I join in that one?
Well, you'll have to call Mike. He
Do you have open
produces
mic
his
on
own
Sunday,
show.
or?
I'll talk to Mike.
An open mic on Sunday. There's no open mic at 4:20.
Yeah, it's true. It's
Just this one.
Yeah, give it time.
Comedy in the day is weird.
I'm just cluing everybody in. So on behalf of myself and the gang, thank you very, very much for watching once again. We'll see you guys next week at 8 p.m. sharp. The Gonzo Radio Network. Bye.
For Gonzo Radio, this is Super Time 6000 2015 for Gonzo Television Station, coming to the greater Sandusky, Ohio area. This is Pirate Bill, and this is Frank Welker saying, watch Transformers.